Have you ever had those games where your best just isn't good enough? This was one of those games. Uh, this is probably one of the single best games I've ever played in any destroyer. And I thought we were screwed because, well, they had a DD advantage, and it didn't seem like it was going to go well. I mean, some planes everywhere, two carriers, bleh. Not the best. So I pop smoke and decide to try and cap A. Shockingly, it actually worked. And typically I don't even bother trying to launch torpedoes when there's this many planes around because it's awful and you don't land any hits. Well, this being tier 4 and 5, and it doesn't really matter. There's cruisers everywhere. I should be dead at this point in any other game. So I'm just kind of hanging out in smoke and just chilling. And oh my god, I hit him. So I immediately worry about this guy, and I make the Carl turn broadside to avoid the other torpedoes. And I figure, well, why not? I'll go for him. He's pretty much tunnel visioned. I probably didn't even need to launch the third one, but yeah, boop.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
There's my first devastating strike of the match. Now, the carriers, to their credit, they knew what they were doing. I mean, he kept his planes over me for as long as possible, and his team just did. There was nothing to do. So I'm trying to light a fire on his stern there, and you can see my mouse jerk to the right. I don't know why the game does that every now and then, but it's annoying as hell. I also don't know why it's juddering like this, because that makes no sense to me.
The ship is on fire.
So one of these guys was at least strike. I'm not sure who it was, though. I think it was the Independents, actually. Oh wait, no. Wrong match. It's two Boges. This should have killed me. If he hadn't auto-dropped, I would have been dead. I was not paying attention to the torpedo bombers at all. Normally in a match higher tier than this, you can't kill a carrier as an IJN DD, because above this point, you're not fast enough to catch them. Especially if they know you're coming. They will kite the ever-living crap out of you. And especially in upper tiers, the carrier players are a lot better. I finally got fire on him, but I think he actually puts it out. And also, as carriers, never sit next to each other. Just don't. I also want to, he should have been moving from the moment I killed, or shot at the Carlser, because the bow's just so slow that you have to get moving several minutes before you actually want to move. Surprise! I launched two just because I figured, why not? And down he goes. Also probably a good reason because I missed my first volley entirely. You see the Isokaze coming in. This guy, he did the right thing. I mean, he was coming to try and bail out his last carrier. At this point, I'm thinking, do I want to try and go right around this island and potentially avoid the Isakaze, or do I just want to just try and go for it and get in his face? I think about it, and then I'm like, no, I'll go around, because all his momentum's carrying him this way anyway. But this is gonna be close. Dump 2 on him. And I know it's not giving the lead indicator, but that was right on the lead indicator. And switch into gun mode and start wailing away. Now, this is 8 minutes in, I'm already over 100,000 damage. And he made the mistake. You'll see in chat here, but... So that's 2 more devastating strikes. Or is it 3? 1, 2, 3? It should be 3, I guess. I can't remember if it counted it for the other one or not. And I've also already gotten high caliber. Oh yeah, I can see it. I can see them move up there. Yeah, 3 devastating strikes. Now again, I'm torn, because I don't know where that kamikaze's going. Yeah, see, he thought I'd launched all my torpedoes, so he didn't know I actually had another spread still. I'm thinking, do I want to meet up with my Kuma and potentially run into this kamikaze at full health? Or do I want to try and go cap a point? I'm like, well, I'll try and go cap a point here in a second. I just gotta turn around. Yep, hit speed boost and start heading for C. And if you'll notice, the kamikaze has appeared by our poor Bogue. It's just unfortunate. The DD and mismatch in this game really screwed us over. So thanks Wargaming. Mismatching ship classes to that extent that's just not cool. Especially at this tier where, let's face it, destroyers are they're in a good spot at this tier. So I'm gonna tell the New York to just keep pushing south, because there's nothing else we can do at this point. The Bogue is already dead. Unfortunately, the Farragut, yeah, he just got an easy shot at him. But he's at full health, so he might have a chance, right? I still keep heading for the C point. To the New York's credit, I really can't fault him too much here. I mean, he tries his best to deal with the Farragut, but low tier battleship accuracy being what it is, especially low tier American battleship accuracy, it's just, yeah. So I launched some on this guy. Yeah. He's heading towards me, so I can launch actually well outside my detection, which on this is actually 5.4 kilometers, because this is my Ibuki Captain, because it won't have torpedo acceleration, which will make the torpedoes on this useless. Shockingly, can't believe I land 4 of those. That blows my mind. The New York lands a good hit on him, and boom, down there goes the Congo. Unfortunately, somehow the New York ate those torpedoes. He'd have been better off turning right and taking his chances getting citadeled. But he's either a new player or just not that good. So now the chips are still really stacked against us. And I'm at 148,000 damage now. The Kuma, he basically had no chance. So I can't really fault him for dying here. There was not a whole lot he could do. It's 3-on-1 at this point. So I just lobbed some torps in here to maybe try and buy him some time or something, but he he does the right thing. He's bow on, so the Nuremberg can't hit him with AP, which he never did anyway. I don't know why, because he would have shredded him. And he got a fire on him too. So kudos to our Kuma. He did everything. And I kill the Nuremberg.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
And got Kraken Unleashed, which I wasn't even keeping track at this point. So this kind of surprised me. So now it's me with not a whole lot of hit points versus yeah, a full health essentially Farragut, or maybe half health. Probably half health. I can't really tell. My bar is covered with ribbons and medals. Something at this point I want to try and angle in because I know they're both there. I want to try and angle in and just because I know I'll spot the Farragut before, no matter what, because he's the biggest threat at this point. I mean, the enemy kamikaze, mostly from a detection standpoint, he could spot me for the Farragut, but he's kind of low health, so he's probably playing pretty cautious. But I don't want to angle in too hard because then I can't turn out quick enough and he pops up. So I'm hoping he'll just kind of keep going there. Can't really tell where he's going and he pops out of view. So I'm hoping those hit, but you know, it's just kind of a lob and pray, basically. Not surprisingly, nothing hits. And which means he was smart and he tucked behind the island. So now I'm worried about running into the kamikaze. And I've detected something, it's the kamikaze. Nope, it's a Farragut. So, smoke up, run away. Hopefully he didn't get a good bead on where I was heading. Try and reposition.
Smoke screen set.
Get some range back. And somehow the New York is telling me how to play. And just, dude, no. No. I'm well aware I'm running out of time and points, believe me. But just trying to go balls deep against a nearly full health gunboat and a kamikaze who I still don't know where he is, and he pops up right in front of me. Not the reception I wanted. Land a good hit on him. Unfortunately, he starts landing some really good hits on me.
Engine boost deactivated.
I've been detected just because I shot at him, but the smoke actually blocks me from him as well, so it works out in my favor. Oh, if you also notice, down at the bottom, The dot bomber attack killed my lone AA gun. I now have an AA rating of 0. Lob some torps through the smoke, hoping that he'll be dumb enough to sit still. And this almost kills me. The kamikaze does not handle the nimblest. So now I get into a gunfight with the enemy kamikaze. Put out the fire immediately because at this point I'm either going to win this gunfight or die, and I actually land all 3 hits and kill him.
Enemy destroyer foundered.
And 6 kills. The Farragut, oh, that one hurt. And, you know, good on him. He does the right thing. He knows I'm just going to outspot him if he keeps trying to chase me down. He turns out and just plays for the points. If he'd have gone after me, I would have killed him and I would have probably won this match. But sadly, I do not. Final tally for this massacre, almost 500,000 credits, 2693 XP, Confederate, Kraken, 3 devastating strikes, and high caliber. I landed 13 torpedo hits, 50 HE hits. I had 2,071 base XP, almost more than anybody in the match. And I did 120,000 damage in torpedoes, 7,300 in fires, 1,500 in flooding, and 36,000 in HE damage alone, for 165,172 damage. Thanks for watching.